Welcome back to MSNBC Super Tuesday political coverage. I'm Tucker Carlson. All day long, we've been talking about the controversies and the candidates in the race for 08. And joining us now, one of the men in question, Republican presidential candidate Tom Tancredo of Colorado. Congressman, thanks for coming on.
Sure, it's a pleasure, Tucker, as always.
So the Attorney General announced yesterday that he plans to resign in a couple of weeks. What was the first thing you thought when you heard that?
Great news. I think I was the first member of Congress to actually call for his resignation. Remember, it had nothing to do with the firing of the U.S. attorneys. It had everything to do with the fact that he was not enforcing the immigration laws, that he had, in fact, when he was enforcing laws, it was against the people who were actually on the line, our own border patrolmen. He was sending them to jail instead of people who were coming into the country illegally. That's what I fault him for, and that's why I called for his resignation. I've never changed my mind, and I'm glad he's gone.
But, of course, the president and most mainstream Republicans seem to disagree with you. They're all still for amnesty. Have you changed minds?
The president and most mainstream Republicans disagree with me, and this is news.
No, it's not news. But I wonder. I mean, and of course, you know, I'm on your side on this, but I gotta wonder if your campaign to change hearts and minds on this question is working. It doesn't seem to have moved members of your own party.
You mean that they've changed their position with regard to immigration? Yes, of course, it is fantastic. Now, I have to tell you, there's a little bit of cynicism here on my part. I recognize it, and so I want to get it out in the front here. But I am very happy to hear about the fact that we now have this change of heart in the administration. Everybody's for enforcement. Even though the president told us maybe 100,000 or 200,000 times that we could not ever secure our borders unless we had an amnesty. And now we don't have an amnesty, but he's going to secure the borders anyway. I'm glad he's come to that conclusion. I hope it is not simply to get another amnesty bill next year. I hope it's not. They're not going to come back with something next year and say, look, we've done our part. We've secured our borders. We've built the wall. Now what we need from you is an amnesty bill. I hope that's not why he's doing it. I hope it's a real change of heart. We shall see. I see that with every candidate that is on the stage with me when I'm running, when we're doing these presidential forums. I listen to what they have to say, and I think, my goodness, wasn't it just 6 months ago that almost everybody on this stage was opposed to the position I've taken? Things are changing, Tucker. You're absolutely right there.
What do you make of this scandal surrounding Senator Larry Craig?
Oh, I think it is such a tragedy for his family. I don't know, of course, the details of it. I've just heard and read the things that are available to us, and no matter what the details are of this thing, it is undeniably a tragedy for himself and for his family, and for that I feel very, very sorry for him.
It used to be that people said they voted Republican for a number of reasons. One, they wanted smaller government. Two, they wanted a kind of restrained adult foreign policy. And three, they were interested in family values. And it's kind of hard to say any of those things about the Republican Party now, isn't it?
Well, I can't believe that because of the actions of the people that we know have confronted this issue in the past, have dealt with this in the past, and it's not unique to moral failings certainly not unique to Republicans.
No.
But I understand what you're saying, and I certainly agree in terms of especially the first part of your explanation of why people vote for Republicans, the mantle of fiscal responsibility and all the rest. We certainly have dropped that, and I think there is this general feeling on the part of many Republicans that it really doesn't matter anymore, and that whether I vote for this guy or that lady for whatever office, it's really not going to matter in the long run. We're actually going to end up growing government. We're going to actually end up spending more money. It really isn't going to change. I feel that frustration myself, believe me, in the Congress of the United States.